All right, I'm gonna take a few seconds to try to debunk something that I see on almost every uh, compass reading tutorial that on YouTube in the comments section, um, where people say that you have to orient your map in order to get your bearing on a compass. That is not true. If you're going from map to field, you do not have to orient your map. And I'm going to show that demonstrated right now. And if you look at my compass here, you can see that I have it upside down. Okay, north is facing this way. However, my map, north is facing the correct direction. So let's say I'm going to make a plot a course, and I'm going to go from this corner here to this pond. So I'm going to do the first step. I'm going to go ahead and line my base plate up, and then I am going to get my orienteering lines lined up. And then I am going to check my index line right here and see where I'm at. And I am at 330, about 332. Okay. So with that said, now if I pick up my compass and I go ahead and put Red Fred in the shed where he belongs, I am going to be facing and moving in the direction that was shown on the map. Even though my map is actually facing, oriented towards due south. So let's check this out again and see if anything changes. I am now going to shift the map. Now I am going to be facing east. Now, if all is correct, I should still end up at the same bearing that's on my index right here, even though I have the map oriented towards the east. So let's just move it around a little bit. And now I'm going to go the same route. Put that down, get my lines lined up on the map. Now you can see where my north facing needle is going. But again, I pick up the compass and put Red Fred in the shed. And my compass is now facing, I would be running on a bearing at the same spot. Okay. Oops. Let me get that back on there again. Okay. My orienting lines are a little off there. And there we are. Now we're back. So get them back. And you can see on the orienting line, on the index line, I'm still at the same bearing at about 332 or 342 or yeah, 332. All right, now let's just leave it exactly where it is. And now let's go ahead and orient the map to the north. And look at that. Red Fred is in the shed if you're over top, directly over top. Nothing has changed. It's exactly the same. Again, you do not have to orient your map if you're going from the map to the field. Now, if you're going from the field to the map, if you're going to triangulate a position, then yes, you want to get your map oriented to the north and then go from there and get your azimuth and then plot it back onto the map. But going from map to field, You do not have to orient your map. You can if you want, but it's not necessary. All right, thanks for watching.